yeah, why not? He's not really into that stuff, but Steven, you go, Steven. Hi, everybody. My name is Rafin. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And today we are continuing to play Going Medieval. The idea for today is to talk about farming and maybe start some food production in our village, create some farmland, stuff like that. But before we do that, I am not really happy with Cynric's name. I don't like it. I'm gonna rename him to be Steven. I think that suits him much better. So he's Steven now. Hi, Steven. As the overlord of this village, I have the power bestowed to me by God, and I shall name you Steven now. So that's done. You're Steven. Deal with that. So, farming. In the previous video, we talked what do you need to actually start creating farmland. So you have unlocked the agriculture, research. You have the ability to start to build some farmland, some fields right now. You need to go to the zone page and choose a cabbage field. At the beginning, as you can see here, there are different skill requirements for different plants. And for a cabbage field, it's a botany level of 0, so everybody can do it. For a beet field, it's 20, and none of our settlers, villagers actually can do it right now. Later on, when they're gonna skill up, have a higher level in that, then sure. But for now, cabbage it is. They will have to live on cabbage for as long as I deem it. So let's build a field here. And the mistake that I made when I played previously in this game was to make a lot of beautiful little fields. I wanted to go for the aesthetic of like a small garden type of a thing. And it is not really easy to manage later on because in this game, as it is in normal life, when winter comes, the plants don't really grow that well. They actually die mostly. And it is the same way here. So when you're gonna click on a field, you have the option to don't sow, don't replant the field. And you may think, well, that's kind of unlogical, but it actually helps you when winter comes, because if you don't check this checkbox when it is winter, your settlers will try to replant the field no matter what. They're gonna put your seeds into the field and the plant's gonna die. You will have no harvest whatsoever from that. It will create unnecessary workloads for your settlers, and in my case, I lost all my seeds, and I actually had a huge problem with feeding my settlement for the next year because I couldn't create any farms. I couldn't grow any plants. And farming is the main source of your food production in this game. It will be always the case. You can supplement it with other things, and we will talk about it, but farming is the main part. So when winter comes, you need to check this box and to remember to uncheck it after winter is done. It is it does require a lot of manual labor from you as a player. I hope that in the future there would be some kind of quality of life improvement in that regard. But for now, the only thing that you can do that will make your life easier is to not create 10 small fields, but create one big one. Even despite the fact that I do not have a lot of cabbage to cabbage seeds, sorry, to plant this field. It's gonna be just partially done. It's still gonna be better for me in the long run. And we have some other options here when you can what you can see here. Basically, you can tell your settlers to harvest the plants at different moments of their development cycle, let's say. So yeah, you can tell your settlers to not harvest them at all. You can tell them to harvest them when the plant is still growing, it's still young. It may be useful in the moment where, let's say, you are really short on food. Something happened, you need some food here and now. So you will tell your settlers to start harvesting a particular field rather sooner than later. Uh, the default option is to harvest things when they are ripe. So it yields you the most food, and it yields you one cabbage seed. So this is the yield from one square, like you can see here. And it allows you to replant it, but only once. You have one seed for one square. So it allows you for a continuation in the life cycle of this particular farmland, this particular field, but it doesn't allow you to expand, to create more fields. For that, we would have to check and tell our settlers to harvest during the flowering phase or when the plant is producing seeds. As you can see here, we get less cabbage then, but we get much more seeds. And it allows us to expand to create more farmland for the future. So for now, I will prefer the ripe option. I want to create some food, stockpile. So we are ready for winter. Maybe later on I will go into the flowering phase to get some more seeds actually. And I will create a red currant shrub as well, a farm field with red currant. And oh no, I actually change it here. So no. Here we go back to cabbage, and here we create a red currant one. And I'm probably gonna do this one so it is that big. Maybe from the other side. Yeah, maybe from the other side. Maybe here. I don't want to build on this clay for now. Well, now I'm conflicted. What to do? How to live? Okay, let's build it here for now. Maybe not. Maybe let's start with just cabbage. It's gonna be fine. Let's not give too much work to our settlers. Let's unpause, and now they should slowly start to plant the field. Maybe let's make sure that Lotta has a priority on that, and maybe Steven. Yeah, why not? He's not really into that stuff, but Steven, you go, Steven. And they should slowly start doing that. Oh, as you can see, Lotta is already going in. She will clear some of this grass for the farmland, and probably slowly plant the field. So with that done, we actually have a steady source of food production. What are the other sources that you can use? Well, the other source will be our little goats here. They give milk. So settlers will periodically get milk from those animals. Later on, we will build them a small little place to live in, and they would, how to put it nicely, they will make babies that we will extort for more milk in the future. Yes, that's what you're gonna do. Uh, and the other source of income, of food income, food production. Well, production is maybe a bad word in this case because you can harvest some food from those shrooms that are just, growing here and there, and the red currant that is actually growing as a wild plant as well, here and there. So at the beginning, it will probably be a good source for you to just harvest that, and I will tell my people to actually harvest some shrooms and especially the red currant because we use that to plant the fields as well, and we want some of that. Well, yeah, maybe let's create a red currant field as well. I always liked this one. Maybe. hmm, Okay, let's do it here. Let's just go like this. Not too big. You can extend this field later on, but I just have to not build anything in here in the future. Are we gonna destroy it completely and move elsewhere? We will see. So yeah, this should be slowly happening. Probably some construction is still done on the floors here and there. But the other source of food is meat. So the same animals that our goats here, we can kill them for meat. We just need to build a particular station, a butchering table. But we also can hunt and kill wild animals. So, for example, this wolf here. We can hunt him down with our settlers, kill him for meat, and then on the butchering table, use his body or turn his corpse into meat for our settlers to eat. I'm not really a big fan of hunting, to be honest. It's way more time consuming than the farming is. It's much less reliable. Most of the wild animals will try to escape from you. So the best idea is to actually have like a bunch of your settlers with bows and attack an animal and hope for the best. Mm, it, for me, it's just not worth it, to be honest. Way more time consuming. It takes people away from other stuff that they were doing. So not really worth it. Not my kind of a thing. Uh, and yeah, as you can see here, Lotta is actually plowing the field, is planting the seeds, creating those small little plants of red currant. And by the way, I'm not sure if I pronounced that plant correctly. So if I'm not, sorry. So with this, basically, we have secured our food production. We have set up meal production as well, because you need to remember to use the cooking station so you have the meal production ongoing. And as you can see here, we have more than 8 meals right now, so nobody is doing nothing here. It's quite useful in that regard. And yeah, when it comes to food production and farming, that's basically it. And what are we gonna do next? The next thing for us would probably be to build a basement, because we are storing our food in our stockpile unit here. But if I'm gonna click on the cabbage, as you can see, it still rots. And this is because of the temperature. Temperature, as you can see here, is 4.5. You can see temperature in the top right corner. And in this temperature, the food will rot in 31 days. So it is a lot. One season has 12 days, if I remember correctly, in this game. So it will be alright for us. But during the summer, it's gonna be more hot, it's gonna be more difficult. So we will build a basement so we can store the food at lower temperatures so it doesn't rot at all, or at least it rots so slowly that it will be almost meaningless. And yeah, but that's something that is something that we're gonna do during the next video. For now, I think that will be it basically. We have built some farmland, and Emota here is creating a small little chronicle for us to get more research in the future. Look at her go. Okay, our little settlement is starting to grow nicely. We have set up the basics. We have a nice little place where we can develop further. So the next step will be probably the basement, and then maybe building some houses for our settlers so they don't need to sleep in this shared bedroom. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next step. I'm also predicting that soon we will have an event where we will have to defend our village, but we will see when it comes. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope this may help you in the future, and yeah, have a good day. And Steven, say goodbye to everybody. Bye, and have a good day.